band, just work on the back of the shoulders, fire up the back of the shoulders. So when you go into your RDLs, something like this, it helps to work on what we call the posterior chain, so it works on like glutes, hamstrings, lower back. Although their day job's very, very active, when it comes to doing pit stops, it's quite a niche movement. If you're not prepared properly, you can end up injuring yourself. In much the same way the drivers do a warm-up before getting in the car, these guys do a warm-up before pit stop practice. It's just to get them in the right mindset as well. Like now we've been doing this warm-up for quite a long time, so it becomes just part of the process of getting ready for pit stops. That point where your knees are back and you know where you are, pretty much where your knees are like just in line with the end of the T mark, maybe a bit further back, but yeah, it's good getting that.
My name's Daniel.
Daniel! There you go, there's the edges now.
I'm fairly young, yeah. I'm only just 21, like. So, done sessions in between, so it's not, I'm not being thrown in at the deep end. I'm getting a bit wet, but it's not me that has to drive around in it.
How are you feeling, Daniel?
None of your goddamn business.
Right?
Yeah.
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 Happy?
Yeah. Bit of timing, but I think also just a bit of just not getting the most out of the soft. But yeah, not really sure why at the moment. So try to come back tomorrow and get our head down and make a charge through the pack. I can't go too much further back, so we'll go forward. And I think if we got, I mean, we had a good car in the long runs yesterday, so I think for the race we can, you know, make some attacks and try to get in the points. It's yeah, obviously not a position I want to start, but just it's done now. I mean, it's easy to get angry and frustrated, but it is what it is. You know, I'm out in Q1, so now focus on the race, and the rest of the grid is out of my control. So whoever's around me, then they're the first one on my hit list. Thanks.
I think we're just not quick enough. The car on the circuit, the types of corners we have here, we're just not very good. Similar to Zandvoort in a way. So, yeah, maybe not quite as bad. We still made it into Q3. I'm so happy to be P8, but we couldn't have done much more than P8. So it doesn't sound good, doesn't feel good. I think it's the best we could have done today. I think Perez is going to be much quicker tomorrow in the race. He struggles generally in quali, but in the race he's much quicker. And Fernando was half a second ahead of me, so we're not going to suddenly gain half a second overnight. There's nothing we can really change. I think we're just struggling a little bit. But I'm still P8. You know, there's still a few cars behind me who we can beat and we can still challenge and have a good race against. But I'm sure it's not going to be an easy one. So,
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm actually hoping the rain continues. That's how I'm feeling. Ready to go. Oh yeah, actually, I'm not ready to go yet. We got time. Caution, wet floor.
they're very fussy. Whoever's behind this camera work is very fussy. I hope they can hear me. It wasn't an easy day yesterday. Not just Q3, but the whole of qualifying was tough because of the conditions first of all, but also we were lacking a little bit of pace comparing to the guys we wanted to beat. So yeah, made it definitely quite tough, but I think all in all P7 is still not a bad position for today. But closing on the points to Charles is going to be the main aim. He's in a good position, he can score some good points, and he's the Ferrari guy, he's the guy we want to beat. So trying to close the gap to him and just gain a couple of positions is the aim for today.
You discover the city and you feel.
It's a bit tour guide.
It's a bit like Milan in a way.
Yeah, but slightly bigger.
Yeah, it's bigger.
For me, it's like a slightly better version of Milan.
Yes.
No, it's true.
It's a secret.
All right, boys. All good?
Fantastic.
only for the time being. It's Daniel's car. You would do the hat.
Yeah.
If it's gonna happen.
Okay.
And you would go for wing.
Are you left or right?
He does the fast lane.
Right hand side, so
Okay.
next to Brad. Exactly.
Next to me. And you know how the gun works, yeah?
Yeah. What's up? Oh, that was
Interesting.
yeah, interesting in a very boring way.
Once you did it, and then it was like 15 laps to go, I was like, oh, okay, you're having some fun here.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, we're on
All
here.
of a sudden it went on.
And then no,
And then
you
just-
went from 0 to
Yeah.
like there was no warning.
That's what I don't get. But like, I looked at my rear tire, you can see the stitching, like the canvas. I couldn't even turn because the car was just.
It's weird, huh? Like Esteban does the whole race.
I know.
Like crazy.
I don't get it, mate.
It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I cleared Latifi, I was like, I feel grip. I was like, we're sweet. Just like caught up to Stroll and then nothing.
That initial phase.
It's weird, mate.
The first 5 laps, 10 laps, I was going way slower than
Oh, I don't know when he got it up, but let's say it was from.
and I already grained though by then. So then I just put the only thing I can do is push.
The most interesting bit about that race was Daniel asking for he needed a spotter to know what was coming behind him. Like,
Yeah, I needed to say that's why I said to get my mirrors
He was
ready.
like 38, 39 second laps at the
He's
end.
on your left. He's on your right. He's on your right.
Yeah, like 5 seconds, and he's like, you're gonna have to tell me where they are.
And he's like, he's on your left. And there's one on the right. He's like,
It was a very difficult race, so it was easy to do something bad and make a lot of mistakes. You know, so I'm happy with 7th. It's just a few points, not loads, but we limited the difference to the Ferraris, who had a decent day, let's say. They still caught us, so not a perfect day for us, but we struggled with the car yesterday. I think we even struggle now in the rain. But I think P7 was the best we could do.
When it dried, it starts to hurt the front tires, and then you hurt the rears, and it's constantly like this the whole race. And then the last 10 laps, it just dropped massively for me. So we killed the tire at the end, but why, I don't really know. It seems for some it worked, some it didn't, but yeah, just not a very competitive Sunday.
That was really fun. That was really good to race.
Cheers, guys, huh?
What's up? No last words, mate. Am I looking forward to watching? Yes, I am. It's one of my favourites. I was P1 there in Q1 2 years ago. Oh, yes.
It's slippery. You're right, Towser. You're good. All right. Hey, see you, mate. See you next. Take care, buddy. I mean, unfortunately, we don't leave with a whole lot, but we got Austin to look forward to. There was a big crowd this weekend. That was cool. The weather sucked, but the crowd was big. So, yeah, they were awesome, and we move on. We move on. See you later.